Let's be honest, when Jennifer Aniston talks, the world tends to listen. For decades, she's been our friend, in our heads, at least, our style icon, and a voice of graceful calm in the middle of the Hollywood hurricane. But this time, she's not just talking about a new role or a beauty routine. In a powerful and deeply personal interview for Elle magazine's Women in Hollywood series, Aniston just drew a line in the sand. She spoke out about the state of our world with a rawness that felt less like a celebrity interview and more like a late-night conversation with a friend who is genuinely worried. And her focus? The shocking suspension of her longtime, close friend, Jimmy Kimmel, and what it says about all of us. Dangerous and unthinkable. Why Jen is sounding the alarm. If you somehow missed the absolute earthquake that shook the entertainment world in September, let's quickly recap. It was a mess. A heartbreaking, messy, and deeply divisive mess. After the tragic shooting death of Charlie Kirk, Jimmy Kimmel made a comment in his monologue that lit a fuse. He quipped, "We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang trying to characterize this kid who killed Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them." The backlash was instantaneous. The line was drawn, and ABC, and their parent company, Disney, acted with lightning speed, suspending their late-night star. When Kimmel returned to the air on September 23rd, it was a different man we saw. He was emotional, shaken, and made it clear it was never his intention to make light of the murder of a young man. But the damage was done, and the precedent was set. And that's what has Jennifer Aniston, and so many others, deeply, profoundly concerned. Unthinkable things are happening, Aniston told Elle, and you can almost hear the tremor in her voice. It's very dangerous and very unfortunate. Let's just pause on that word, dangerous. This isn't about whether you agreed with Kimmel's joke or not. It's not even about whether the suspension was right or wrong. Aniston is looking at the bigger, scarier picture, the speed at which a voice can be silenced, the corporate fear that rules the airwaves, and the chilling effect it has on anyone who dares to speak their mind in a world that's waiting to be outraged. It feels like we're all walking on eggshells, doesn't it? And Aniston just confirmed that the people on our screens feel it too. The volumes spoken by our wallets. But this story isn't just about corporate fear. It's also about the unbelievable, undeniable power of everyday people. And this is the part where Aniston's tune changes from worry to empowered. She pointed out a simple, powerful truth. But at the end of the day, we're the viewers. We subscribe to these networks and streaming services, so it really comes down to the people and their voices. And then, the kicker. All those subscription cancellations spoke volumes. She's not wrong. The public response wasn't just a few angry tweets. It was a full-blown financial protest. New data from research firm Antenna revealed that for the month of September, the cancellation rate for Disney Plus doubled from 4% to 8%. Hulu's rate also doubled from 5% to 10%. Think about that. Millions of people, families, and individuals were so outraged by the decision that they went through the hassle of logging in, finding the cancel subscription button, and consciously hitting confirm. In a world where we often feel so powerless, where our voices feel like they're just shouting into a void, that is a massive display of power. It was a clear collective message. You work for us, not the other way around. And it proved that when people unite, even giant corporations have no choice but to listen. The Hollywood ripple effect, not succumbing to fascism. And it wasn't just the public. The chill from this decision immediately rippled through Hollywood, and other major players started speaking up. Oscar Isaac, one of the biggest stars in the Disney family, we're talking Poe Dameron from Star Wars and Moon Knight, made headlines with a jaw-dropping statement. He said he was not so open to working with Disney on another Star Wars movie right now. But he didn't stop there, he added. If they can kind of figure it out and, not succumb to fascism, that would be great. If that happens, then yeah, I'd be open to having a conversation about a galaxy far away. Let that sink in. A leading man in his prime used the word fascism in connection with his own studio. That is how deep the fear and anger run. It validates every single word of Aniston's dangerous warning. When the creatives themselves are afraid of the corporations they work for, what does that mean for the art, the comedy, and the commentary we get? Aniston's final plea, can we please just talk? This is where the interview and Aniston's message hits home on the most human level. After laying out the danger, the power of the protest, and the fear in Hollywood, she doesn't end on an angry note. She ends with a plea. A desperate, relatable, and heartbreakingly simple plea for all of us. We all need to listen to both sides, she said. How many of us have felt this in our bones over the last few years? How many Thanksgiving dinners have been ruined, friendships ended, or family members estranged because we've forgotten this simple, fundamental truth? That's what we've lost, Aniston continued. We've lost communication, we've lost sitting across a table and having a discussion that is productive, learning from each other. It feels like everyone is sort of stuck in their positions and it's my way or the highway, and that's just not how the world works. She's right. It's not how the world works, or at least, it's not how it's supposed to. We're all so stuck in our own trenches, so convinced of our own righteousness, that we've forgotten how to be human with each other. We're not listening to understand, we're just waiting for our turn to talk, or, more likely, to yell. Jennifer Aniston just used her massive platform, not just to defend her friend, but to hold up a mirror to all of us. She sees the danger of a world where corporations have too much power, but she also sees the hope in our collective voice. And most importantly, she's begging us to put down our weapons, to step out of our bunkers, and to just try, really try, to listen to each other again. That might be the least robotic, most emotional, and most important message Hollywood has sent us in a very long time.